大家好，我係程明聰神父，係來自加拿大多倫多。
Hello, I'm Father Ching from Canada, Toronto. I'm a priest from Company of the Cross. I was born in Hong Kong, migrated to Canada when I was 13. I had my vocation here. I joined the Company of the Cross. When I first heard about Medjugorje, it's between 94 and 95. In those days, I like reading Wayne Wimble's book. I find them overwhelmingly shocking. During the time he was visiting a town near University in Kitchener, I find him very genial person. This made me very much desiring to visit Medjugorje. This opportunity finally came to me in 1996. By then, Our Lady's message of Medjugorje had created a big impact on me in a special, profound manner. This simply motherly dialogue made me realize that the love of Jesus was not just as simple as the message. He was really there, loving me, and my Heavenly Mother was crying, waiting for me to go back to Jesus. Our Lady was telling me that He was trying to help me. I remember ever since 1995, I began to pray the Rosary continuously, non-stop, every day, asking Our Lady not to let me leave this relationship again. I remember during my first visit to Medjugorje in 1996. The place was very simple and basic. At that stage, the war was just over long ago. My deepest experience that they were on was along the way to Medjugorje. We came across a lot of tanks and soldiers carrying machine guns. It's pretty scary sometimes, somehow. But once when we arrived at Medjugorje, it was so obvious that everyone was praying in earnest, joyful with frank and openness. I remember when we arrived in Medjugorje in the evening, me and my friend Gabriel couldn't wait to visit St. James Church. When we got there, all doors were closed. But we saw people praying inside. We waited outside. All of a sudden, the doors opened to the church. The doors of the church opened, and breakout people came out. It was overwhelming. So late in the evening, so many people were still praying in the church. We went in and prayed. We felt the presence of Our Lady. It was full of peace. When we came out from the church, we heard the birds were singing. The street was not paved, and there was only street lamp. There were lots of people on the street. They were from different parts of the world, and they did not know each other. They all knelt on the ground and over unpaved the ground, praying together with no difference of opinions, no suspicion, no judgment among each other. They went on each day in, day out. They did not know each other. They found peace and comfort in taking to each other, sharing stories with each other, greeting each other, exchanging blessing among each other, yearning for God together. There was one strong experience of mine. Towards the end of my visit, we have a chance to meet the missionaries, but all along when we read about Our Lady's message carefully, pray with heart, convert with our heart, read the Bible with heart, attending Mass at heart. So we come to Medjugorje, read Our Lady's message again with our heart. You know that the place is living the messages. Look back at the pilgrimage. As soon as I arrived in Medjugorje, I felt I had come home. Together with many others who do not speak the same language as I do, we do the same. We are all in the same home. The impression was so deep. When I ran back to Canada in Toronto, due to time differences, I woke up very early in the morning. In my room, I heard birds that were singing. All of a sudden, I had a deep feeling that I missed Medjugorje. I wanted to go back again, but when I heard the song of birds, I somehow heard Our Lady was singing, "Do not worry to come back. Bring Medjugorje to the world." It means that the focus is not the visionaries, not the miracles happened there. The focus is on the messages. When Our Lady's messages are being lived upon a small place like Medjugorje, when people there live the message genuinely with their heart, it could create a big impact. It could be so genius with strong atmosphere of prayer. I was determined that I returned to Toronto. I a priest at that time. When I become a priest, I'll leave the message, spread them in each parish across and everywhere I go. Since then, I had the opportunity to return to Medjugorje every time acting as a spiritual director of the pilgrimages. The experience was very different. Medjugorje has changed, modernized it, more fashionable, more shops now. The roads are paved. It was so convenient now. However, no matter how many times you came back to Medjugorje, the messages are the same. Our Lady came to convert us, to convert the world. No matter where you are going, keep on living the truth of the gospel. Pray with your heart, going to confession with your heart, love with your heart, learn the spirit of sacrifices from the Mass with your heart. If we do that, the world will become a place of universal peace, a place of universal respect. In addition of the 40th anniversary of Our Lady at Medjugorje, I hope the message will be spread. May the Lord bless you.